And welcome to Dawn of Alderton. I am Dave, co-owner of Sputter Media and producer for this show. Let me introduce our amazing DM Snack King Joe. Take it away, Joe.
Hey, hi, how are you doing, everyone? Friends, familiars, family, viewers, and voyeurs. Welcome to our stream tonight. This is the Dawn of Alderton. I will be the guy talking for most of the evening tonight, so bear with me, but thank you for sticking with us. And let's hop right into our players. Zasha, why don't you start us off today?
Yes, hi, thank you, DM. My name's Mitch. I play Zasha Beesons, our purple dragonborn cleric, and I'm ready to kick some ass tonight.
Excellent. Lucian, you're next.
Hey, tell them where they can find you, though, man.
Oh, yes, I always forget that. You can find me on Instagram at doobie_daddy, on Facebook as Mitch DEE, or as the tag down below also says, you can find me often on PSN or Battle Network. That's IC Wiener. Thank you, thank you.
Lucian?
Hey everybody, it's Lucian, otherwise known as Eric. You can find me at Nagatsu_Seiken, both on Twitter and on Twitch now. Just looking forward to playing tonight, so yeah, let's go.
Alright, excellent. Zeth.
Welcome back to the stream, or welcome to all our first timers. My name is Ryan. I'll be playing Zathariel Brightsong. It's our group's resident bard, half elf bard. Last week was a bombshell episode. I'm still reeling from it. I can't wait to jump back in tonight. I hope you guys are excited. Snack's got some treats in for us, I'm sure. So let's roll. Oh, you can find me at Kundalini Pasta on Twitter.
Severin.
All right, I am Dave. I play the monk Severin, and you can find me at Dave's World Games, and of course you can find me as the DM for Cyber Nights on Tuesday nights, where many of the people in this cast also play other characters that if you haven't tuned in, you should. Check us out on Tuesday nights.
Excellent. And Clover, wrap us up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Emily, playing Clover, the team sprite artificer and tattoo artist. You can find me on Instagram at Kittenman66 and also on that Tuesday Cyber Nights game as Lovelace, and also ready to kick ass.
Excellent. So before we go into our recap, quick little shout out to our sponsor, Dubby Energy. Energy of the Future. It's a chitterless energy drink derived from the coffee fruit, not from the bean. Comes in powder form, so you kind of mix and match as you want, or you can follow the instructions. Plenty of us here and in the chat drink it, but I don't want to. It's better explained in Cyber Nights. There's a better connection there. But if you use the promo code PURPLE_NURPLE, you get 10% off, and you can help us all live our dream of playing D&D all the time. With that being said, who amongst our lovely players would like to give us a recap? No, we're gonna call him Deirdre because he is new, and very much so. I'd like to hear her take on what happened.
I also don't think you introduced her yet.
Yeah.
Nope, I was saving her for this.
Very rude. So last week, do you want me to introduce myself first, or you want me to start with the recap?
Recap, because...
Oh, no, please intro first. Come on.
all right. If you, as much as you'd like to introduce.
All right. I'm playing Deirdre, and I am I already forgot what I'm playing. A phantom rogue. And you'll learn more as the stream goes. Now, last week, everybody who was staying at the same tavern met together and then decided what they were going to do for the day. Went east to Gate Tent City Then Lucian had left to go meet some other person. Everybody met with a Goodwill lady who runs the tent city and discussed things with her. And then at some point, Severin is the group, and he goes to Tent City where the poor people are, and he started trying to heal people. And later in the stream, two healers came with him to help him heal people so that he could lessen the suffering of those in town. And then I really don't remember much more until we get to the opening of the festival where everybody gathers to hear the king make announcements. And then Severin threw his ring at the king and said that he was the king's brother, which everybody was a little bit shocked by.
Yes.
Severin and Lucian and I believe it was Zasha went into the castle to discuss things with the king, and Zathariel and Clover stayed out to do some other things to get ready for the festival. Discussions with the king were a little bit weird. The king didn't really want to be king because he wanted his brother to take king back, but Severin tried to give him his ring back. That all was kind of a jumble, and they decided they would discuss more later, and then everybody retired to their respective, the two Clover and Zathariel in the tavern, and everybody else in a king's castle. Did I miss anything?
Just a breakdown of the contests and whatnot, which isn't a huge deal. Someone can go ahead and copy that from the lore and put it in the chat if the chat wants it.
Clover gave a tattoo too. I think she got to give her first tattue.
Yes.
Well, not canonically her first, but the first one we've seen her give anybody.
First on stream, yes,
Yeah.
to our lovely bar maiden.
She got a dragon. Or no.
She got
Well,
the
and
she got the
Zathariel
lunar
took
cycle.
deal with the tavern owner. He's supposed to write him a song.
Yes.
Yes, and Clover's supposed to give Osler a tattoo, which she's still trying to figure out what that is.
His wife helped a little bit. We're getting there piece by piece.
Excellent. Great inspiration, everybody. So why don't we give everyone inspiration tonight?
Yay.
Ooh. DM's
Yeah.
feeling generous.
Yes, I'm a generous DM. Remember that. Write that down in the notes.
Thanks, Freddy, foreshadowing. I'm afraid.
Deirdre, you have been working. Basically, all work stopped at noon when the announcement happened. You've made your way back to the carnival ground. When it hits you, you have a package to pick up. So you do your normal thing. You weave here and there. You get to the spot and you pull out this envelope that has a ticket in it.
What kind of ticket does my envelope have in it? What does the ticket say?
Very specifically, there is only one event in this entire carnival that needs a ticket, and that is the Dream Theater.
I'm invited to the Dream Theater. I'm a little excited about that, but I don't make it very known that I'm excited about that, and I pocket my ticket in a place where I can keep it safe.
It is the biggest mystery of the carnival, because everyone who comes out just goes, you gotta get in there. You just have to. It's universally loved. But no one will talk about it. But with that, you do have to get back to work for the rest of the day, unfortunately, because there is money to be made, and you do have some people you answer to. So you will make your way back to the carnival. At this point, I'd like to jump over to Clover and Zath. I'd like everyone in the castle to stew for a little bit more.
You two make your way back to the welcome wench. And
What do you do? What are you talking about?
Well, so we rejoined each other after they went inside and all the crowds had left. And we had that chilling moment with the captain of the guards where he knew my name without being told it. So I think, we just re-enter the welcome wench and sit down at a table and just be like, wow, that was crazy. Like, did we really accidentally meet the brother of the king?
It really seemed like it. I always thought Severin was a little crazy, but the kings seem to be taking him seriously.
He's definitely still a little crazy, but apparently is the rightful monarch. So we should probably try to find them tomorrow at the festival.
Yes, absolutely. I wonder if they'll be saying with the king, maybe if we can win one of those contests. and get an audience with the king, we can find them.
We
Or maybe they'll be at one of the contests.
we know Zasha to be a member of the city guard, so he's probably in no danger, but hopefully we'll see Lucian come out of the castle safely. That's why Zathariel didn't go in the first place, because he wasn't trying to not come back out. So
Yeah. I think Severin's a good guy, but I don't know how much I trust the king.
yeah, same.
Give me a perception check, you two.
Okay.
Perception.
You're kind of engrossed in your conversation, so it's hard for you to see it at first. But your dear friend Vesta has taken a seat at the table with you and is listening to the entire conversation.
And then after a few minutes, we just kind of like, oh, Vesta? I didn't
Good
notice you
evening,
there.
good barmaid.
Are you saying the king's brother was in here?
That's what we're saying.
That seems to be what happened. Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be the talk of the town by tomorrow. It happened publicly. Like there was no mincing words.
Don't worry, we're already starting to feel the effects. I had to call some of my kin in to help, and there is a bunch of random folks that just seem to be appearing throughout the bar, and dropping off drinks here and there.
Vesta called in the cousins.
Listen, Clover, honey, you did phenomenal on this tattoo, and I got these 2 tickets for the Dream Theater for me and Osler, but we talked about it and we're living our dream. There's nothing we can see there that could change us. So I just want to give these 2 tickets to you as thank you. And I know you're looking to make your way in the world. Maybe you can see something that'll help you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's been, such a joy to meet you.
A couple so in love that even the Dream Theater is not better than their lives. You're an inspiration, Vesta.
Oh, I better be. I heard you writing a song about us. She just kind of sits up straight, makes yourself a little bit more presentable, and make sure you get my good side, all right?
Attempting to capture such beauty from any angle is an equally impossible task, but a task I shall rise to.
You need to teach Osler how to talk like you do, because if he did in that voice, we'd have so many more children.
If there's one thing Osler needs no help with, it's talking.
At this point, he's at the bar with a different group of people telling the Minotaur story. This is a story that never finishes, and every time he tells it, the amount of horns the Minotaur have grown. At this point, there's 37 horns on this Minotaur, and you're like, oh, wait, they're at that part again? Wait, he was telling that like 5 minutes ago.
But we look at each other, or I look at the group with like a knowing, fond smile and like laugh about Osler. Like, haha, we share a chuckle.
And with that, Vesta's gonna get back to work because there is people about.
Did she leave a drink for us on the table? I could use a glass of wine after all that.
There are 2 shanties on the table for you.
Nice.
With some candied hibiscus fruits, petals in it.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's sparkly, kind of tastes like Pop Rocks. It pops in your mouth, but not as intense as Pop Rocks. It's like the small little pieces.
Well, so we have tickets to the Dream Theater, or well, I guess you do, Clover. Anybody you feel like giving that second ticket to?
Yeah, I guess someone knows that I have that ticket now. You know what? You'll just owe me a favor then. Let's shake on it. And she offers her hand for Zach to shake.
I'll shake her hand and be like, a favor from a bright song is not to be taken lightly. Like, you let me know when you need me and I'll be there. But until then, the Dream Theater tomorrow.
As you 2 shake hands,
wait, can I use hearts?
Oh yeah, hearts. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that was the intent of the handshake.
Keep forgetting, it's so sneaky. Oh, there we go. Saving throw.
None of you can pass this.
It didn't even show me what my roll was. It just says privately rolled some dice.
Oh,
You got
to
a
me it
10.
says
I don't know
10.
if you can see
You
it.
failed DC
I
14.
can see it, yeah.
Okay.
If you go to the dice table, there's a little d20, and then there's a down arrow, and that's how you can change the different levels of your rolls.
It prompted me, and I just hit public. It's whatever. As long as you can see it, it's chill. I failed
Yep.
it. It was a charisma check. I'm going to bed.
So
Wait,
what does
but
your heart
first
sense
you have
do?
to tell me your alignment and your emotional
Oh,
state.
yeah, right. My alignment is chaotic good, and my emotional state is like kind of just contentedly tired. And I got, this was a productive day. Even if at the end of it, our newfound companions seems to have dipped into possible trouble, possible not trouble. There's a shade of worry for the people that we met in there, but for the most part, Zath's just tired and they got a lot to look forward to in the festival. So, but alignment
Okay.
chaotic good. Nothing in direct hanging on his mind.
Okay.
Excellent. So, Bo, as I was saying, thank you for stepping in there, because I will forget about heart sense unless you remind me. But as you two shake, Zath, the atmosphere around you gets dark, and time seems to slow down, where it just seems like, why is my hand going so slow? And you hear all these faint whispers and whatnot around you, and there's a puff of smoke that appears behind Clover, and it spells out, "You've made a deal with a fae. ... And then,
Just as quick as it was there, it's gone, and we're back in your conversation.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
I don't think that would scare Zathariel at all. If anything, he's smiling right through it.
Oh, I love it.
A deal
Excellent.
with the Fae. Let's go.
as you two, chat about this and that, and maybe potentially what you're gonna do or say, or what you think the Dream Theater is, we are gonna jump back to our three amigos inside of the castle. The king has left the audience chamber and allowed you three the chance to hang out and talk.
Severin's probably being very, very quiet right now. Isn't really engaged in much unless somebody engages him.
Yeah, I think I would end up engaging you. After the king leaves, wait about a minute, hearing the footsteps walk away, and then kind of bridge the gap here and ask Severin, like, so, when were you planning on dropping that secret for the rest of us? Seems like there was more to you than when we first met.
I was not planning on sharing it with anybody until absolutely necessary. I genuinely did not know who to trust.
And you decided to trust us two? As I looked over at Lucien, since you bothered to ask him to bring us.
I felt after observing the two of you that you would be reliable witnesses.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but that's a hell of a gamble.
Well, I didn't even really expect to walk out of that square with my hands free.
Yeah, that I'm a bit surprised myself. But
so what does this exactly mean for you and for the king? What now?
I am relinquishing my claim because I do not believe that it is in my path to rule. My faith and the path that I have set upon as a wanderer of Ilmater is more important than the crown, and I needed to know if I was safe to continue or if my brother would have my head.
Fair assessment. But what is this that you were talking about with the ring being the crown?
This is our father's signet ring. It is the ring that's been passed down from father to son. The crown has always been something that my ancestors have forged for themselves. Every king has worn their own crown, but the ring has been the real symbol of the rule of Ailerim.
Pause there for a second. Zasha and Lucian, give me a history check, please.
All right.
Reach there.
Let's see. History.
Lucian, you're like, nah, man, a crown's a crown. Like, it's on your head, there's jewels. Sometimes people file it differently. Zasha, you distinctly remember, because before you left Shire, Captain Roar was, when everybody was taken to be knowledgeable, and he actually gave you a history book of Ailerim that you have back at your bunk. But you remember reading in that book that the reason Titus has had such a hard time is he hasn't had the signet ring of Ailerim. That's why he's having the festival, because this is a way for him to solidify, like, I rule here, these other realms exist, and to make himself legit, because for the past 10 years he's just been, the guy on the throne, not necessarily the king.
Mm.
Yeah, so he doesn't have the actual symbol of authority. Really.
Yes, he needs this marriage to go through, or to get that ring to solidify himself.
Okay.
Continue your conversation, thank you.
So
As I said, the ring is the actual seat of power for the throne of Ailerim.
So, Severin, it sounded to me like you were disappointed with your brother's rule. If that's the case,
I am.
If that's the case, then why would you offer him the legitimacy that he would need?
Because I have to leave it behind.
No offense, my lord. He couldn't be any worse than your father. You see Zasha give
you will noticeably see Severin wince at being called my lord.
Yeah.
I cannot disagree that the people seem to be worse off. Not yeah. As you say, it's not worse than my father, but it is still, it's a different kind of bad. I'm trying to put, Severin seems like I'm having difficulty explaining it. So is he. Like it's not a degree of suffering. There is still too much suffering. It's just in different ways than before. Is the best way to put it, I think.
Yeah, you mentioned the suffering being hidden or obfuscated. Is there something to that? Something more?
My father was cruel. It was out in the open. He would flay offenders in the town square for entertainment. Executions were daily, if not 3 or 4 times a day sometimes. But now it just seems like the pain is hiding. But it's still there.
So perhaps maybe it's something less proactive in the suffering and more insidious. Something
yes.
more akin to apathy.
There's something else happening. There's more to the story than appears on the surface. And I find it most curious that my brother didn't just accept the ring. He gave it back, and he said, "No, I'm the one who is meant to rule."
Honestly, I take that as a good sign. Typically, in my experience, it's the people with the strongest desire for power who are the least worthy of wielding it. Which kind of leads me into my next question.
I don't sense that his desire for power has diminished over the years. I don't get that feeling.
So you think it was a facade then?
I think it was a show.
Hmm.
And I don't know what is still up his sleeve.
I'm curious then, considering that you effectively hold the seat of power and that he has publicly acknowledged you as his brother, why can't you rule then?
If I had to guess, why can't I rule? Sorry, that different question. I already have said that it is not. I don't believe it is. That is my path. My path is different. I have to leave Ailerim and go on my own journey, and I can't do that and rule at the same time. I can't.
So
then why come back at all with this ring? Your father, no offense, well, all the offense, was a piece of shit. And your brother, yeah, he might not be any better, but he is our king, and he has released my people, the small folk, at least to some degree. But you're gonna come here and you're gonna cause some kind of trouble and destabilize that for the rest of us?
in fairness, the guard is kind of right.
He speaks the truth, and I don't wish to cause you any more suffering. And if my announcement endangers your people, then I will fight to prevent that from bringing you any harm.
You all hear thunderous footsteps coming from the main entranceway to the audience chamber, and up to you steps the head of the King's Guard, and behind him two clerics. This man stands about 6'8", 6'9", fully coated in armor.
That's a big dude.
A giant broadsword made for someone of his side, strapped to his back, and he's draped in the red cloak of Ailerim.
I would probably turn around, seeing him, recognizing who he is. Just stand at attention, nod my head. I wouldn't think.
Move aside, Severin, step forward.
Yeah, I will, absolute, whoops, god damn. I hate it when it does this. Give me a second. There we go. I will go ahead and step forward. Yep. There we go. Forwardly stepped. Am I?
He will reach out and place his large hand on your head and just tilt your head back and look down. You see a pair of blue eyes you haven't seen since you were a child. And he lets go of your head and pulls off his mask, his helmet, and this is Apex, the
oh
shit!
That
basically raised you and your brother, taught you how to fight, taught you everything you wanted to know. He was there for you. He was not this. The last time you saw him, he was smaller than you.
When I recognize the eyes, I feel like a kid again, and I just give him a very warm, like, brotherly hug. You know, that pat on the back, like that soldier's embrace. You know?
Oh, he returns it. And that very tense moment just melts away into this very pleasant reunion. But he'll put his hands on your shoulders and push you back, and he'll look at you and go, Severin, do you know what you've done?
I'm beginning to get a picture after speaking with my two new friends here.
Your brother has spent the last 10 years fighting and clawing to make this better, and you came and in your one action washed it all away. You know what has to happen, right?
I honestly don't.
You've been gone. There's questions that need to be answered.
I understand that.
I don't think you're safe in the city.
I didn't think I was safe when I entered.
I don't think it's your brother. I think it's people that work under him.
Well, I didn't think he would come at me directly, no.
No, I don't think it's he is. Who's crying in his room? He's my brother's back. He was weeping like a child. I haven't seen Titus in that state since before the last time we saw each other.
Tell me, Apex, why? Why is all of the pain and suffering that still exist in this city just being hidden from view?
I don't know.
Is that Titus's decision?
Some of your father's council members remain embedded
see.
into the city, and your father's malice outshined theirs. And now that Titus is so soft, it is almost in broad daylight they operate. I don't know what they're doing. Every attempt I make is another dead body.
I see.
Hmm.
There's something you don't know, and there's something that can fix all of this.
What is that, friend?
The night everything happened, you, your father's ring, and the crown of Alarim all disappeared. You show up with the ring.
What is Titus wearing now?
It's a new one. It had to be reforged.
I see.
If you can come with the crown and the ring, and kneel before Titus and say, "I do not wish this. This is whatever the political the stuff that the other teachers taught you. Like say the words."
Mm-hmm.
And there's
relinquish the crown and the ring,
yes.
but what you're saying is I can't relinquish either until I have both.
To keep the crown is a mystery. The three of you disappeared. It was assumed the three of you disappeared together.
I only have the ring. I never had the crown.
Do you remember when you were 8?
And the tournament took place.
And the winner got to go on a grand adventure for your father.
It's ringing a bell. It's been many, many years.
It has. That was the first time you decided you wanted to do something with your life.
And I've had people watching you since I've learned of you being in the city. No one carries old coins like that. I think it's best you go and you find the crown and you come back.
Where should I begin searching? If I need both in order to relinquish either, if that's what I have to do to put all of this behind us, then it's what I shall do.
I went and saw the fortune teller, and you know what she told me?
Do tell.
Get a ticket to the Dream Theater. Now, I would have been here sooner if I had one ticket I'd bought myself, but you brought 2 friends, and he will produce 3 tickets to the Dream Theater.
He's gonna then
escort you out of the castle through one of the back entrances that you've forgotten about since it's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna say to each of you, Severin, when you return, you remember the sewer entrance we used to play in?
Ah,
The one I
yes,
thought you-
yes.
the one I-
The one where because I wanted to go to the tavern, you said like there's no way out, but I was like, come on, there's got to be a way out.
Yes. Come in through that entrance. There will be someone waiting for you. I'll have one of my people there.
Understood.
Zasha, correct?
Yes. I'll be there.
Your duties go beyond the city now. This is we can make what happened today disappear. A drunk man throwing stuff, of course, a king's guard, and maybe his friend will step up, or a city guard, and to speak on his behalf. Your duty is to protect this man.
Can I make an insight check on this
Absolutely.
guy?
I would
I'm
actually
trying
like to do that as well.
Roll
I'm
him up.
trying to gauge his intention towards Severin right now.
Oh, brutal.
I'm
Brutal.
going to go ahead and use my inspiration.
That's fair.
No way!
Good call. Oh,
Oh
shit!
my
What?
Lucian.
Lucian,
Ouch!
Lucian, you're caught up in the moment, and you're just like, childhood friends reunited. This is magical. Disney music.
Crowns on crowns.
Zasha, you are a hardened sea guard, and you're like, I detect bullshit all over this.
Yeah.
There's something that Apex isn't saying, but very much so his overall demeanor is protection kind of like this is a brother to brother connection you're getting, and Apex wants Severin to be okay. He wants him to be alive. There's
So he does. The insight is that he does want Severin to be alive. This isn't some code he's trying to say to me like, "Hey, you're gonna kill him." No. Okay. Thank you.
I think me and you need to have a talk about the kind of city you grew up in.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'm picturing a little bit different things, but go ahead. And he's not even gonna wait for a response, because he's gonna reach into his pocket, and the upper class of the Milton folk in Alaram have a red ruby A that they carry, and he's gonna hand you one. This is a one-way ticket out of whatever trouble you can't get out of. Present this, and there shouldn't be anyone in the realm that'll refuse to let something slide, or to get you out, or
we need help, our friend.
inside the city it's a free pass, but outside the walls, Zasha, do you have a response?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did he present that to me? I thought I misheard you.
Oh, no.
I thought he presented
He's
that-
talking to you, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, sorry, my bad. Then yes, I'll grab it from him and be like, as you wish, sir. I'll keep an eye on him. I'll pocket the ruby for now, and I'm still kind of waiting to see where this goes. I don't think I have a place really to be in between Apex and Severin at the moment.
He's gonna turn to you, Lucian.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea who the fuck you are, but you're now involved in this, and I know your face. By the end of the day, I'll know your name and where you were staying.
I'll step forward at this and be like, my name would be yours for the asking, sir. I'm Lucian Dumorn. And as it happens, there is a matter I would like to discuss with you and Severin privately.
As we make our escape through the secret passages of the castle, we'll be able to talk. Dasha has to follow us, so unfortunately he will be privy to this conversation.
That's fine.
Alright, you start making your way. You actually lose the two cleric folk because they're like, oh, we're not going to go with you. Texas in charge. So it's just the four of you. So, speak freely, Lucian.
All right. So, as for your concerns about Severn potentially having a price on his head, I think your worries are quite justified. Because I was hired to assassinate the king. I've already decided not to take this contract because it goes against my code. But I felt the king deserved a warning that somebody is already after him. And I don't know who specifically, but I can tell you that I'm fairly certain that whoever has put a bounty on him is doing so because they believe it to be in the kingdom's best interest.
If there was enough room in this passage to beat you, I would. If you weren't here at Severin, I would beat you and have the scions take your mind and make it ours. Be warned. Be warned. Anything. I hear anything about you, I'll send a party.
I've already told you I've denied the contract.
Apex, it sounds to me like he was doing the right thing here.
It's been 10 years, Severin.
Well, please, in the spirit of our friendship, stay your anger at this man.
He will take a deep breath and then let that out. As you say.
Believe me, if I had more information to give you, I would, because frankly, I think the king is doing his utmost to be a force for good in this country.
Thank you. It has been a hard fight, and there has been compromises made that I wish we didn't, but we will soon have a new situation. At this point, you've basically gotten to the exterior of the inner castle, and Apex will wave you off. He can't. Stepping out will reveal, because he's such a huge guy, so he literally can't exit out of the little hallway, but he'll give you another hug, Severin, and remind each of you are now associated in this, and based on this interaction, he feels much more confident in what's happening.
Before we separate from Apex, one last note so that you get a rough idea of the scale of who is after the king's head. The prize is 1 million gold.
Well,
Gee.
I guess it's lucky for my brother that he's not the real king.
Yeah, but publicly announcing that kind of puts a target on your back now.
That is
Unless-
exactly the point.
Yes,
Severin, there
and
are
and
people
and
I do
I
not-
hope to draw those out who would do my brother harm.
Severin, you definitely paint a target on your back. You need more people. I will see what Knight's agents I can pull, but I might not be able to send anyone with you. Do you have friends? It's just the three of you?
Well, there are two more that we had contact with that I think might be willing to accompany us, but I can't make any guarantees.
I'm sure we can pull together some kind of team since we're involved in this now.
You return Severin here safely, with the crown and the ring, and anyone he travels with will get 20,000 gold coins.
What was that?
20,000 gold coins for his safe return with the ring and the crown.
Right.
Well, I already have the ring. I just got to get the crown. Out of
Yes,
character, sorry.
But he is making sure clear that that's what he wants to happen.
Yeah, got it. I would like to do an insight on Apex.
Go ahead.
Any chance I get advantage on this for just knowing? Well, no, it's been 10 years. Motivations change. I'm not gonna try and munchkin that. Let's just do it. Okay, but I am gonna burn my inspiration on that.
Go ahead.
Why don't you do 2 again?
14's better than an 8.
Yeah.
10 years and Apex is almost twice the size he was before. There is a story. You know this man. You grew up with him. He's basically a brother to you. Like there's like when you used to see each other, he'd be like, "Oh man, today," and you'd be like, "Oh yeah," like it was like with ease, and the love is still there, but he is very specifically not saying something to you.
Yeah, I get the feeling that there's something he's leaving out, and
I will say that very much his desires and his like he's very true to himself. Like he wants you to be safe. He wants you to be whole and happy.
I almost laughed out loud at this reference. I'm gonna say, hey, so remember back in the day we used to play this game called "Tell Me Something I Don't Know." All of a sudden, there's these 3 scratches across Severin's left eye that nobody saw before. But no. I do want to try, and I'm going to directly ask Apex that there's something you're not telling me, isn't there?
It's been that way your whole life, brother. You're just smart enough to know it. And he's going to shut the door to the secret exits after the final wave.
Interesting.
I will say, you did see a tear come out of his eyes. Like he is 50. Like he is not sure he's going to see you again. He is worried. This is probably the second time you've seen him worried.
Can I ask, what is Apex? Because
he looked like a human.
Just a really big dude.
Yes, one beefy bro.
Beefy bro. He's an absolute unit.
And with that, we will go ahead and transition ourselves. Our 3 friends at the castle make your way out of the castle. There's a couple of zigzags and back ways you have to take. Severin, you remember suddenly as you're taking this path again, to not get seen by the guards or any passerbyers. And 2 friends at the Welcome Wench and our new friend happen to all be at the carnival at the same time. It's about an hour till sundown, and you know this Dream Theater doesn't start until after dark. So let's transition to the scene.
Oh, I've been watching the King's Chamber on the stream. I forgot I was going to be able to see it on my own screen.
Yeah, no, sorry, I don't. I'm not tech savvy enough, and me being able to talk about that after that because I want
chill.
I want there to be an invisible icon that that the players can see the whole scene. That way, you get that before everyone else does. But yeah, this is the carnival. Is full of people of all sorts of races, sizes, colors, and creeds. Everyone's just kind of sharing in merriment. There's food, there's drink, there's puzzles, there's friendly competitions. Straight north, the red and white striped tent is the Dream Theater. And because it is not yet dark, it is shut down and closed. But a line is starting to form.
DM, I'm going to pull the cowl of my robes up over I know I'm still wearing very obviously the robes of Ilmater, but I'm going to try and take a little bit of caution and hide, my face a little bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to be slightly more inconspicuous, not necessarily running around stealthy, but not like running around calling attention to myself either.
That makes perfect sense. I'm okay with that.
So are we all like we just happen to be here to like together and see each other?
You may have taken a lap here. Maybe one of you has cotton candy or some funnel cake, a corn dog, if you will. Maybe you've got medieval stew in a bread bowl. But you all kind of naturally congregate to the center, like, oh hey, French, oh hey, yo, how you got out of the castle? What do you all say?
I think it's a little bit like way different from Zach. Holy crap, you made it out of the castle! I didn't expect to see any of you again. And then upon seeing Severin, just like a light wink to him because he's got his cowl pulled up and clearly doesn't want to be like it's suppressing the urge to dramatically bow to him as my lord, but the cowl, he'll take the hint for now, just like a little wink.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least.
Well, what happened?
Oh, brotherly rivalry about who doesn't get to be king and assassination plots.
So, can I roll like maybe a perception here, because Zath's kind of always on the lookout for people watching them, and especially since these guys just got back out of the castle and Zath made a pretty big show of getting his name around. Like, there's a large amount of notoriety in our group. Are we being watched? Should we move this conversation?
Roll your check.
Perception, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely kind of trying to keep it down low.
Excellent. With a 24, you don't notice anyone watching you, but there's clowns here, and clowns are not like a thing you've ever really seen. You've heard of them, you know what they are, like people have mocked them, but there's a whole troop of clowns within this carnival that are acrobatic or flame eaters or doing balloon animals. There's just this treasure trove of clowns here, and they seem to be bringing a lot of joy and merriment to everybody.
I don't trust the clowns.
Lapsha is visibly smirking whenever he walks on.
So I'm glad to see you all alive, but perhaps we should move this conversation to more secure areas.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
The Dream Theater is until this evening. Is there a place we can speak in private, or maybe get a drink and talk this over?
Deirdre, about this point in your day, you've stumbled upon this group of 5 that are talking about privacy and whatnot, and you've got some information about the carnival. What do you do about this? Deirdre?
Well, she might be muted.
Yeah.
Deirdre, you're muted, FYI.
There we go. Maybe.
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you're off mute, but none of us are hearing you.
Yeah, you might need to disconnect Discord and reconnect Discord.
Oop.
Yep, she's... Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
we
we
go.
can hear her now. Yay!
Fantastic. So I approached the group, and just so everybody knows, I'm wearing a black and red and purple swirly clown costume. I have one black eye and one white eye, and my hair's all done up black and crazy and a big cloud around me. And I approach the group, and I say, "Welcome, welcome, one and all. This is where you'll find the chips will fall. If you're looking for a private place, Over here, you'll find some space, and I point towards the back of the carnival behind a blue and yellow tent.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Would I be able to recognize Deirdre's voice?
That is a great place for us to stop and take our break.
Yes, you would be able to recognize my voice.
All
I'm intimidated by
right.
your rhyming skills.
Yeah, right. No kidding. So, if that is that, we're going to take a 10-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. It is 8:55 by my clock, so we are returning at 9:05. Set your dials.
Perfect. See y'all shortly,
I'll
chat.
be right back.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me reintroduce DM Snack King Joe to get us kicked off in the second half.
We had left off with our insert cool name of adventurers and players meeting at the carnival. Deirdre had busted out a really cute little rhyme, so congrats, thank you, that was awesome. And Lucian, I believe you had a question that I cut you off on?
Yes, I was asking if I would be able to recognize Deirdre's voice.
No, I wouldn't say not necessarily all of her voice, but the cadence and the way she spoke, you're like, oh, that rings a bell.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna further scrutinize the clown, see if I can piece together where I've heard that type of speech from before.
How do you do that?
Good question.
I find if you're going to interrogate someone, you should just be direct and start yelling at them. But that's me. I
think I'm gonna approach the clown and just ask straight up, just, have we met somewhere before? You sound very familiar.
We may have met in a faraway place. Let's go over here and talk in this space.
Oh, so she's going to be doing this the whole time.
Zathariel steps up, kind of on the other side of her. Well, what is your hurry? This isn't a race.
Oh, my.
Fucking hell. I'll just go and start walking towards the fucking tent.
Alright, excellent. Does everyone follow?
Yeah.
I am always 3-4 feet away from Severin at this point.
Zasa, roll me an insight.
Insight check. 15.
You can tell that you are way too close right now. This is you being on top of him is gonna be more noticeable than if you gave him a natural amount of space.
Forget which tent we're heading to.
Purple
Yes,
and yellow.
up where Lucian is, north.
Got you.
Follow the orange hand. Woo!
Oh.
Where the hell are you going?
I have to move all of you for this because there's walls.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you didn't have to move me.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw it started moving without me.
I was on Clover, so if that did, I'm awesome. Go me.
No.
Two with one stone.
No. It was
Nope,
just a delay
don't
on
kill
my
high.
end.
Okay. Don't kill my high.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry, it was all you. It was all you.
You know what? Inspiration for Joe for doing
Yeah.
that.
DM
Rare
inspiration
five.
for the DM.
All right,
Oh,
excellent.
That sounds
So,
broken
Deirdre-
as fuck. Sorry, continue.
So David leads you back to this place where you can all kind of talk quietly and have a private conversation. You can hear the whole carnival going on around you, but something about this back area, it's not. There's nothing different about it, but it's just the carnival seems muted in here. It seems like you can have a conversation and not have to like yell or scream or anything. But Lucien, you had questions, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got most of them out of the way while we were in the castle, but I am still curious about what happened to you, Severin, to make Titus think you were dead.
So, that, my friend, is a long story, but if
We can do that with
you
a history
are,
check.
if you are to if there's some gaps that can be filled in from history, that would be great.
Be handled with
That can be a history check. So everyone, Severin, you can roll on yourself. Give me a history check. Let's see what happened in the last 10 years.
Yeah, let's see how much of it I remember.
The Kingdom and Severin.
This one I will ask
Yay!
for. Do I have advantage
one.
for my participation in events?
Okay, I'm using my inspiration.
I will say no, because you've been so far removed.
Okay.
That's better.
14 again. Damn.
I don't know if you heard. I'm cashing in my inspiration for that one because
I
that's
heard
6.
that,
I'm not.
fine.
Okay, cool.
Zasha, as this conversation comes up, you're like, what do I remember? Well, I've been a city guard in Cloudshire, and yes, like you start doing history like day by day instead of like going further for some reason. So you're completely useless for this conversation. My apologies. but it happens, you know.
That sounds it.
Deirdre, you remember what? Or you know based on your connections and everything and whatnot, that the last 10 years have been kind of like not a free for all, but anyone kind of step up and say, "Hey, I'm in charge of this area," and Titus has been like, "All right, okay, cool. Can you prove it?" And they're like, "Yeah, I have this," and he goes, "All right, cool. Stamp, you rule, and here's the line." So all sorts of towns and cities and entities have kind of appeared here with what has happened.
Okay.
Alright, Zath and Lucien. On top of all of that, you know that because of the lack of evidence for Titus to be king, it's been very hard for him to do any of his kingly duties and make decrees and whatnot, because every time he does, people challenge him, and he didn't want to meet anyone with a militant force, so he's been very diplomatic about all of his approaches, which has made some of it successful, some of it not so successful.
Clover, very specifically, you know everything that's been said, but on top of that, because Severin has stepped forward and said, like, hey, I'm not the king, here's the ring, that makes everything Titus has done in jeopardy. So,
Okay.
so
Not just, like, within the city, but, like, every group or city or whatnot that has tried to become its own separate entity, by Titus's decree that they're separate is in jeopardy because of Severin. So, like, this could explode to where it's complete Menlax chaos. Like, that's the powder keg you're sitting on. That's what you know, Clover.
Okay, fun.
But then I was asked a question.
Yes, I'm sorry. What was the question for Severin?
What happened to me over the last 10 years?
Oh, over the last 10 years,
Well,
yeah.
more specifically, what made Titus think he was dead?
Yeah, what made Titus think I was dead? Yes, that was a question that was asked. Thank you.
None of you have a source to that information, so what I've given you is all I can give you.
But I do know what happened.
You can answer Severin for what you remember and whatnot.
Okay.
But for everyone else, they got what they got.
Right.
Continue,
Okay,
please.
so now I get to fill in some blanks. Got it. So, 10 years ago, my father's tyrannical rule needed to be put to rest. And Titus and I decided that the only way to make that happen was to confront him directly. And we went there, and we didn't mean...
Everyone roll an insight.
Me too, obviously, or no, because I'm the one talking.
Yes.
No, don't.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it.
Yay!
All right, Zasha, Lucian, Deirdre. Severin's lying and he doesn't know it. His cadence, the way he's saying the words, you're like, he's omitting something, but it's almost like he doesn't know he's admitting.
Well, I haven't really said much yet. But
well, very very specifically, Dave, we've had conversations, and
yeah,
I continue.
So, right, and I know I was picking up some I was trying to put some of those pieces back together in my own head while I was speaking at the same time. So we went to confront my father, and things turned violent, and he attacked Titus. I stepped in and I fought to defend my brother, and I killed my father. Apex helped me get out of the city. I don't have much memory. Specifically, I was cold, I was alone, I was hungry. And the monks of Ilmater found me. And I stayed with them. I learned of their ways, and I thought that I was a wanted criminal for regicide. I stayed, and it wasn't until the festival that my master told me that I needed to embark upon a quest, and that I needed to put my past behind me once and for all in order to continue.
I'm guessing that thinking you were wanted for regicide is why you didn't let Titus know that you were alive sooner as well?
That's, yes. Spot on.
Okay.
Everyone roll me an insight.
I don't think I was lying that time, Joe. I think I said the thing that I was supposed to.
Everyone, including Severin, roll an insight.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was a much better roll this time.
Yeah.
As Severin's saying this, you're all like, well, would his master know that Severin popping up right now would cause problems? Because it's very obvious to all of you that it caused problems. Like Severin, as you said this, you probably had a thought like, this might be causing a problem. I didn't realize. And you all kind of had this epiphany, this like, wait, hold on. His master sent him. This is 1 and 1 is not equaling 2 right now in all your brains.
Right. I see what you're saying. So the fact that he set me on this path, he should have known that it would cause this disruption.
Or he probably did know.
Or he did know and knew it would happen, but knew it needed to happen. I don't know.
So Zath, Severin, and Deirdre, since you all got 20+, there's no way he didn't know.
Yeah.
There's for him to be in his position and to have the information he did. There's no way he didn't know.
Right.
And if he didn't, then you have every right to go back to the monastery and take over for him.
Either he's completely incompetent, or
Right.
something else has happened.
I have a feeling, though, I don't know, I'm kind of putting my faith in the path that I'm set on, and I feel like if he didn't tell me there was a reason, or at least Severin would be giving his master that much of the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm going to want to ask, but he would, at least as far as his understanding and teachings and training, would think that there was a good reason he omitted this. He just wants to know what it is.
That's so trusting.
Right. So, dogmatic trust to an extent,
Yeah.
I'll admit, out of character.
So
Right.
upon that insight or whatever, Zathariel will speak to Severin here and just be like, if your master chose it, your master chose his moment intentionally. What his motives were will remain to be seen. But
The
as
only
far
way
as you are
to
walk
the only
this
way to
path-
find out is to go back and speak with him at the monastery.
It's likely he's not the only player here. So
Yeah.
this is the treacherous path that you walk, but you do not walk it alone.
I appreciate that.
2 additional points. You said your memory of the events.
Specifically, the time
Well,
between leaving and being found by the monks, like when I was cold and hungry and alone and.
Right.
Lucian, hold that for a second. Deirdre,
Okay.
did you want to say something since you had gotten up a 20 plus? I want to give you a chance to respond since you had rolled higher first, please.
I would come out of clown character voice and just be like, "What did I walk into, Lucian?" Look at him like crazily.
No, I
Wait,
knew
you two know each other? Severin's gonna be like, hold the phone. Because I want to
that's a
put
shocked.
this might be an insight check because he mentioned being offered the contract that he mentioned being offered. So that's kind of where my brain just snapped to when she said his
and
name.
Yeah, you
Zath,
can roll insight on what's just happened. Anyone
Okay.
who'd like to?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as well because I had little Timmy following Lucian, and I'm still on the lookout for who he met with.
Oh, hello. I'm on
I
a
was
roll
in
of
that
22s tonight.
Nice.
Okay. You all have been with Lucian for a little bit. He is a secretive person, but seems overall to be a good person. Clover, you did a heart sense on him, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
you failed,
Yeah.
correct? So you know he's a good person.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So good people typically hang out with good people. Severin, you know good people hang out with good people. So if this person says, "Yo, Lucian, what's going on?" You feel comfortable enough that you could probably reveal more than you normally would.
Yeah, that actually was going to be my second point. But yeah, my first being, since I didn't complete it, was with your memories of such a big event being kind of foggy.
I do want to out of character clarify, it was specifically just those days when I was like cold, hungry, and alone. I remember what happened before. I remember waking up in the monastery, but there were some days that are blurry because I was alone,
Exposure.
starving, exposed, etc. Those are the days that are kind of foggy. So it's a very, very small period of fog.
Okay, that clarifies it, because I was going to inquire about the possibility of your memories being toyed with or altered.
I mean, I couldn't rule that out necessarily, but I can. The only memories that I have that, like, it's just that, like, those real hard days where I was out there in the wilderness by myself. That those kind of like just like at some point blended all together.
Okay.
If anyone is proficient with the Arcana skill, you can roll an Arcana skill while you're listening to this conversation.
I don't think I'm proficient.
Am I proficient
Nope.
with Arcana?
I don't know, so I said generally.
Clover, are you not
I don't
proficient
know.
with like
Arcana?
She should
As
be
an
as an artificer.
Yeah, I'm saying you should.
1, 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
My
It's
bad.
like a little. This it'll have that check mark next to it in your. in your character sheet.
Oh,
Oh no, she's
They can-
not.
She's not.
Yeah,
She didn't
she-
take it.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not,
no. That's totally fine. You're a tattooer. You're not a traditional artificer. That makes perfect sense. But that doesn't prove you to any
Oh,
information.
validating. Snack King.
Hey, every skill choice is a choice based on the character, not the class.
Mhm.
So
That's true.
My monk does not have proficiency in acrobatics, and everyone's like, "You're dumb," and I'm like,
No, it's the character
Maybe.
you want to play.
well, I did make him in a drunken stupor, but it's not my fault. But anyway,
I've done that
Zath, it sounds very much like maybe magic played a part in why Severin can't remember something, because that's a traumatic enough experience, but it's not that traumatic that he's going to lose. It's at least a month travel time from Ailerim City to the monastery on foot.
So I'll give voice to that realization. It's what there was probably some magical interference in your experience, whether it carried you to safety or scrambled your memories or whatever it is. There was no natural feat that you ended up where you ended up.
And then
when you
this
ended up
too
there.
should probably be a part of our investigation.
certainly sounds that way. Yeah.
So many loose ends in so little time, but back to Deirdre with another rhyme.
Oh, there you go.
As you say that, Zath and Deirdre, you notice that part of the tent flaps of this tent has kind of opened up as like a door that wasn't there before.
Like somebody's watching us, or like we have entry into the Dream Theater from the back,
There's a
or through the
secret
side
entry
entrance.
that is you have noticed.
Nice.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's anybody behind those tent flaps, or if I see
Absolutely.
feet or something?
Yeah, actually, same.
Both of you can. Well, I'll say just those two because they're the only two that noticed it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have inspiration if you
nice.
haven't used it yet.
You do have an inspiration.
Just gonna hold it. Okay.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
hold my inspo.
Deirdre, you don't see much. Zath, you look in and it's infinitely bigger on the inside than it looks from the outside, and it looks very inviting. You can't put it into words, other than I want to go in there.
I do. I have my my dream ticket or my Dream Theater ticket that I bargained for.
you were all
With Clover,
suddenly
but-
you are all suddenly holding your Dream Theater ticket, and you didn't realize you pulled it out.
Interesting.
So the intrigues of this plot can wait till later, but for now the festival beckons and the Dream Theater is not to be missed. Correct?
Something tells me that we may find more answers, or at least that's what Apex said.
It
Oh,
is
yeah.
currently
Did,
twilight, which is considered one of the most magical times of the day.
Shall we?
We shall.
May as well. Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Let us enter.
Does the Dream Theater open at twilight, or does it open after dark?
It typically opens when it's dark, but as you enter, your ticket vanishes into magical dust.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Do I got? Oh, there we go. Oh, rad.
Whoa.
The void stares back.
You enter into a series of platforms. Behind you is this sucking vortex that you know that if you lead towards it will take you back to where you came from. But you are... Everyone give me an insight check.
Inside.
And you know what? I'll give you all advantage on this because I'm feeling frisky.
That's with alts, right?
Yes. Definitely roll that advantage, that one. I see that.
Oh Jesus.
Insight, you said?
Correct.
Oh, I just did it normal. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, man!
There we go.
Zasha's just overwhelmed, and he's gonna hold this holy symbol and
Did you
Say
get
a
a
prayer, you said
freaking
it
9 with
100%.
advantage? Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 1 and 4.
That's your third one of the night.
I know.
Lucian and Zasha, you are immediately overwhelmed by the fact that you can move in a three-dimensional way that you couldn't before. You're not hovering, you're not flying, but if you just kind of like push yourself backwards a little bit and move your arms and legs, you can kind of move in that direction as if gravity here is completely different, and it overwhelms your senses. You're just like, oh my god, this is... I don't know if this is cool or not, but I'm doing it. The rest of you, you're like, oh my fucking god, this is a completely different plane of existence than I've ever been on. There is just this insanely magical aura that just permeates this.
I make a religion check to see what I know about interplanar travel? Or would there be something? I mean, I think religion or maybe history. I don't know. I know I'm not Arcana based.
You could make a hard religion.
Back in the day, we used to have knowledge planes. It used to be its own fucking skill.
Listen, the skills used to be better, but you roll that like I continue my tangent.
Continuing.
Those of you that didn't roll 10 or lower, very obviously you're on a different plane of existence, and there's just this intense magical aura. It's supposed to like wash over people, make them feel kind of euphoric, but you kind of see through the bullshitting, like, all right, this is very, it feels like a parlor trick, like you're at a carnival, and this is obviously a carnival trick, but you're on a different plane of existence, so you're kind of torn, like, this is not what I was expecting, but it's a carnival. What? Question mark? Severin. Yeah, the gods couldn't do that. That's all you remember. As you all go ahead and make your way down, you can float your way, follow the orange hand down to the center area, where there is a very obvious
D20.
There is a... It's not... Well, it looks like it's not a D20. It's a large gem. It is pulsating a blue aura. It's probably the size of a basketball on this pedestal. There's a very obvious aura around it. That as you step into, there was no noise, but as you step into this, you can kind of hear your surroundings. You can hear these distant rocks moving and shifting and shaking, and there's this hum of magic in the background, and it's just this... It feels like being inside of a busy mall, but you're in the elevators. You can't really hear the mall, you can only really hear the elevator, and that's the kind of sense you get within this little aura. But inside this aura is your ability to see, floating up in the sky, is a very obvious man dressed as a wizard.
Oh, wow.
Greetings, friends!
Oh,
We're
friends already? That was familiar. Yeah.
Hello? Is it too loud?
Whoa, our wizard!
Test, can you hear me at all? He's waving at you. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
What's up, Oz?
He keeps floating down. Alright, cool, alright. Oh, did you all have tickets?
Yes.
Yes, we had tickets.
You're early. We're in Twilight. Oh, man. I can't give you an accurate reading.
Alright. Forget all that. I am Bainfurt, the Dream Wizard, and we exist within a portion of the realm of Dream right now. And the hopes is, by examining enough dreams, I will be able to ascend into the dream realm and make myself a, little deity.
Insight.
Right.
Roll an insight.
Yeah.
Oof.
Can Clover reach out to shake it? Is he like a physical being? Can I
Nice.
shake his hand?
He will not shake your hand.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't touch. I'm trying to get the dream realm. I can't touch him. That's too close. He would like hover away from you.
Okay.
Lucian with a nat 20.
Severin, Zath, this guy's being 100% straight up, bone for bones. You think he's crazy. Lucian, you've had lucid dreams before. This feels like that.
Huh.
But no, that he doesn't sense any like malice or anything coming from this guy. It's just straight up.
He's a crazy person.
Okay, but crazy wizard dream tent. I'm here
Yes.
for it.
Deirdre and Clover.
The same as Zath and Severin. This guy's crazy. Gotcha. You also believe that this guy is genuine, and this is you maybe not had as many lucid dreams as Lucian, but you've had a couple, and this feels close to that.
Yeah, this seems oddly familiar, and
So-
just gonna ask him. So, what are you trying to be the god of? Dreams? This world? Your tent?
You know what the God of Dreams does? He
I
watches
don't
them.
actually.
He watches them. He gets to see them all. That's so fun. That's all the knowledge ever, forever, from now until never.
So that's what the dream tent is. You're here to read our dreams.
Oh, I've been doing it as we're talking.
Of more
Zathariel will cover his self in modesty as if he's been exposed by this. Just like, oh,
I see fame. I see glory. And I see suffering. Family is at the heart of this. But some of you are disconnected from your family. You know what's not disconnected?
we all lean forward in the moment of silence.
Octopuses aren't disconnected, and two giant octopuses appear behind you in the Dream Theater.
Oh shit!
Guess what I want you all to do?
I'm guessing
Roll
some
initiative?
Oh man.
Roll initiative.
Did
Here we go.
we lost Deirdre's character model off the screen? Did she?
Oh, yes.
There she goes.
Made the wrong person visible.
Let's see. Where was?
The double swords, you should be able to add yourself.
Yeah, you can you can toggle combat by
Oh,
right
there we
clicking.
go.
You see the cross swords. Yeah.
Normal.
Oh, okay.
I don't see myself on here.
If it's like in your little
You are
character hub
right
on the right.
here. You see where Severin's red hand is?
No. I mean, in the combat tracker. I
Oh, yeah,
I don't
'cause
have
you
the
haven't
button
added
to,
yourself
press
yet.
the thing.
Oh,
So,
There we go.
yeah,
You are
you're on
now.
there now. Just click roll the d20. There you go.
Nice.
Perfect.
I'm up
It wasn't
next.
there for a second, but I found it.
We're missing somebody.
Yeah, me.
In the above the dice rolls, and there's like a cross combat
There you go.
encounters, cross swords. There we go.
Uh,
I like how
And
many
then it
players
should prompt
roll
you roll initiative.
oh, okay. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Okay.
Excellent. Deirdre, you're up first.
I don't think I would have my bow and my clown costume, so I would like to pull out a dagger and just prepare myself for my rapier and prepare myself for one of these.
I would
Things
say
to
that
attack.
you're
Can I
almost
hold my
always
action?
ready for whatever's going to happen, so you would have your stuff on you. You wouldn't
Then
walk
I'm
around
shooting it
without
with
your
an
ship.
arrow.
All right, just hover over them, hit T to target. You target
13 hit.
13 hits.
Little thing to roll for damage.
I think it might have moved to the octopus in the combat tracker. Is it his turn?
Yeah, there we go.
There we
Oh,
go.
jeez, go ahead.
There we go. Target him again. Nice.
Oh, that's annoying. The combat tracker's not supposed to be visible there. Ugh. Okay, that's not something I can fix now. Sorry.
Anything
That's
else
all
for your
good.
turn, Deirdre?
So,
The giant octopus you just attacked is having a hard time breathing without water. We're gonna roll a percent die. The octopus is gonna flail in a panic state for its turn.
Dath, you're up.
Okay.
Let's see. I am gonna stay. I think I'm located pretty well back here on the back lines. But I'm gonna throw my bardic inspiration to my boy Zasha because we go back.
2 sessions.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. This usability. Rise, Dragonborn! The time for battle is now.
Let's do this.
It didn't rhyme.
I didn't try to run.
That's fine. Anything
To
else?
kill that octopus as you would a cow. There you go. There's your rhyme. No, that's it. That's it.
Cool.
Sorry, Clover, your turn.
She would probably use her verbal to say, "Wait, guys, they're not doing anything but flopping around. Do we really have to kill them?" And
Not gonna lie, that's kind of where my head was at too.
she would fly over here, and like pour some of her water skin out on the octopus, just trying to help. It's just like 2 drops of water because she's so tiny, but
It's a little bit more than that. It's like a mouthful and a half for normal folk. or like maybe it's like 12 ounces, but it's enough. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, this octopus is gonna roll percent die. They rolled well enough to move forward and be like, I don't know what's happening, but you're a target. They do not hit Deirdre with their attack.
Nice.
That's their turn.
Severin.
All right.
This octopus did move forward and attack someone you were just talking to.
Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move up and get right here, and then this is such a bad idea. I am going to attempt to grapple the octopus.
Alright, roll your athletics check.
This image is gonna be hilarious.
Oh shit!
You hog-tied him.
Oh! Yes!
You twist and whip your arms and your legs, and you didn't think it was possible, but you got 2 tentacles per limb, and you got this thing where you want it right now.
And I am going to that's the end of my turn.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Alright, Lucian, your turn.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe I just did that. That was such a bad idea and it worked.
I'm still kind of mulling things over, and I'm wondering, with this feeling so much like a lucid dream, if the mechanics wouldn't be the same. So I'm gonna see if I can't just target the tentacles and just wipe them out of existence.
Roll me a D100.
All right.
As a
Oh.
As you say that, this tentacle appears before you.
it just warps over. Jesus Christ.
It does.
The dream world.
Dreams.
Love it.
Anything else for your turn, Lucian?
I don't suppose I'd be able to try again as a bonus action, would I?
That would you could try again. That would end your turn. Give me a D100.
All right, cool.
Oh. Better.
They don't fully dissipate, but they start to turn kind of transparent, kind of like remember in the old school TVs where you flip between the stations and you get that second where it's like both stations. That's what they kind of look like between
Okay.
here and the afterlife.
Huh.
But that will end your turn.
Yep, that's perfectly fine.
Zasha, there's two octopuses near you that are kind of transparent, kind of here, kind of not.
It's very
Yeah, this is
confusing.
This is a weird situation, but I still have my eye out on Baneford. What is he doing at this moment?
He is intently watching the fight.
He is intently watching the fight.
No words, no sounds, no movement, just hands interlocked, leaning forward, mouth slightly open, eyes wide.
Okay. Well, seeing that these tentacles are interfering with my friends here, I'm actually gonna scoot over this way. Oops. 20 feet. And then I am actually going to look at Baneford and tell him, enough of this sorcery. Just tell us what you want. Wow. I cast Hold Person.
Target him and cast your spell.
Did I do that right?
Nice.
Yep.
Alright.
Baneford fails and turns paralyzed, and instantaneously that weightless feeling is gone. The octopuses disappear.
Hell yeah. Zasha.
You all fall onto the platform below you. Everyone roll a d6. And you'll take that much damage from falling.
Do I still
Does
fall
Baneford
if I
also
was
fall?
grappling the octopus? I never came off the ground. Ah, damn it. Why is people using fireworks already?
Oh, maybe that's what those sounds were. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Severin, you didn't realize it, but you were grappling this thing floating off the ground.
All right, so just a D6, you said?
A d6. So it looks like Lucian, Zasha, Clover, is all going to take 1 damage. Zath's going to take 2 damage.
Oh no.
Zasha re-rolled for no reason and is going to. Do you want to take more
Oh,
damage?
Whoops.
No, I don't know why that went through. Like I was asked for a concentration check, and it rolled it on its own for some reason.
Oh, because you cast Hold Person, you were taking damage. That's why.
Yeah.
You succeed, so it doesn't matter. Severin and Deirdre, a d6, please.
Oh no, I already did. I got a 4 and I already hurt myself for it.
You rolled that on their Zasha, FYI.
Oh, I was probably just clicked on him because remember I've got the DM. So yeah, I was just clicked on the wrong token.
All right, and Deirdre, you'll take 3 damage from dropping. Sasha, you notice that this all happens, and as you all kind of hit the ground, typically you would have been able to hold concentration, but you see Baneford kind of get up and all right, good spell. Pick your piece. Y'all get one. One. You understand? One.
One.
At the end of the question mark, that's the one. So if you go, this is it, it's fucking it. Alright? I'm not playing this bullshit.
I'm so confused right now. Is this the wizard talking?
Yes.
This is the wizard
Okay,
talking.
just checking.
And you know what? I picked the order.
I'll turn to Severin and be like,
One what? I'm
referring
gonna ask out loud. One what?
One question. You're done.
Okay.
Severin, get out.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can all have a laugh. All right.
Okay, if that really counted as my question, I'm gone. Okay, cool. But I was just trying to clarify. I was not sure who was talking or about what.
Listen, you're testing me. All right. I have to do this all night. Don't fuck my mood up. Just don't kill my vibe. Thank you. All right. So we're gonna start with Deirdre, is that you? Uncle
I
Baneford.
forgot to press the roll button, but I got it.
It's
Yes,
Uncle
yes,
Baneford.
Yes.
You go last, honey.
It's
Go
good
ahead,
to see
take
you.
a
It's
seat.
good to see you.
We'll have a private chat. I got so much to tell you. Don't worry.
Don't tell anybody I wasn't in character voice when I was still in costume.
Wait. Listen, honey. Costume, not costume. That's been gone for centuries. I don't even know anymore. But you there, Bright Song. You go first. And don't ask me about your daddy. Or do.
If I have only one question to ask of a wizard, I'll use it to my own advantage.
I am the Wizard of Dreams.
That
is knowledge of what has, will, and has not yet happened. Be careful what you seek. You all need a moment to reflect on your question, because that's fair.
Zatharia will definitely take a moment to reflect there.
Is anyone ready with their
I'm ready with
that
my
we'll ask?
question.
Yeah, go for it.
You there, King, speak.
How do I acquire the true crown of Ailerim? I was about to say where is, but I realized no, I wanted to word it differently since we only get one, right? How do I acquire the true crown of Ailerim? Is my question.
Will you shed blood for the answer?
Without question. How much do you need?
There is no response. There is just silence.
Wait, so he didn't tell me anything?
He said, "Will you shed blood for the answer?" And you said yes.
I said without question. That was my answer. Without question.
He's waiting for blood.
Okay.
How much do you shed?
Who else got hurt when they fell?
Everybody.
I did. I think
Everybody.
the only one.
Who was I? Who was Lucian? Or is it Zariel? I am going to go up to Lucian. I'm going to go up to Lucian, and I am going to use my stigmata on Lucian.
He only lost 1 hit point.
I know. I have to burn 2 hit points to give him back 1 hit point.
And you do that, he goes, no fair, no, alright, you damn stink. Ask your question. You damn rat.
Wait, what?
That's what he says to you. Ask your question, Severin.
I did ask my question.
Oh. That's fair. I actually shed blood. And then
and then he asked me to shed blood for the answer, so I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna solution, take back 1 hit point.
Yep.
Listen,
Already
do you know what it means to be the Dream Wizard? Sometimes I don't.
All I know is I fulfilled your requirement.
Yes, you did.
I shed blood. I just gave my blood to a friend. That's all. But I shed it, and wounds actually open up on Severin's body as he pours his own life force into Lucian.
Head northwest into the desert. That is where you can pick up the trail.
I do want to clarify. My question was, how do I acquire the true crown of Ailerim?
Head northwest into the desert. There
Okay.
you'll find your lead.
Okay, okay. All right, I'm out. Who's next?
Is anyone else ready with a question?
I got
I'm
you.
ready.
Let's go with Clover first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because he is so
Okay.
excited to talk to a sprite. Oh, a sprite? A fae? I'd love to hear a fae's dream, please.
Please, Mr. Wonderful Wizard, what do I need to do to help my friend Bantor repair his hands?
You need to walk a different path.
That's it?
The life you have chosen will not help his hands.
Okay.
It's a sad answer. I'm sorry to give it. He'll kiss you on the forehead and give you a rose. Put this
Okay.
mark this down. Rose from Baneford.
Okay.
Beaneford. Baneford.
Cool. She thanks him for that, but looks a little crestfallen.
The answers we seek are not always the answers we want. The dreams we have are not always the dreams we want. And you don't need to roll insight. That is a very bittersweet reality that Baneford lives in. Lucian, you had a question?
Yes.
Speak, friend.
What and who are the conspirators and the conspiracy that plagues Ailerim?
That question has multiple answers and is not eligible. Good try,
Okay.
though. Good try. I would have
Yeah.
thought someone like you to try that.
You said only one question, not only one answer.
That's fair. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. Actually, I do make the rules, and it's hysterical. So go ahead, ask a new question. Because if I told you everything, what's the point of doing it, right? Right? Might as well do it for you.
That is kind of what I was driving at, but I digress.
He's gonna fly right over to you and just wait for your question.
Hmm.
You need more time? Because Zatho's ready.
Yeah, I could use a little bit more time.
Right,
Just
son.
give me
Speak
one.
your words.
We stand in a realm of dreams, and this illusion is a power that is impressive. What could I do to...
Wait. This is no illusion. This is a part of the realm of dreams. I'm not yet fully powerful to take us to the whole thing.
All right, then I'm going to piggyback off Lucian's question. There is a power beneath the surface of Ailerim where should I go to find a shred of the truth?
I can answer your question in two directions. You can walk straight into the lion's jaw and be killed immediately, or you can follow Severin and pull those threads.
So I'll just become contemplative on that. I've asked my question.
Bright Song won't play me a tune?
He'll pull out his flute and just begin to play like a mournful dirge, like a sort of like a lament. It echoes through the chamber.
Roll a performance check. Lucian, Zasha, do you have your question or no?
I've got mine.
Alright, Lucian, go ahead.
Is Titus one of the conspirators?
I cannot answer your question because I don't know. Titus does not dream.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That's an answer.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's an answer. Titus does not dream.
Very interesting.
Mr. Dragonborn, do you have a question?
Yeah. Seems to be you have all this knowledge. You like to speak in riddles, talk around the truth while you're here. But there is something that's on my mind. What's in it for you? Really? Why give us these answers? Why give anybody any answers?
Why do you pray to your god?
That's a fun answer too.
Hey, that's a fun answer.
I have a gift. I want to grow it. To grow it, I need to use it. Therefore, I use it. I don't need money. This fraction, this small taste of the realm of dreams that you are currently within is enough to satiate anyone for existence. Do you understand how long that is?
That's
You don't.
that's probably the first thing that this dude has said that Severin respects.
This is not.
I cannot be satiated until I know it all. And to know it all is to be crazy, and to be crazy is to know it all, and that's what I want. To know dreams is to know everything. Nothing happens in the real world that doesn't happen in a dream. You, me, this conversation, you all dreamt it. Now it's real. You don't remember? Oh, babe. We were home, but it didn't safe and sound, full of soup and bread and fresh cream. It was cool and cold to your mouth with the hot soup. You remember that? It's thick in your mouth, isn't it?
I think at this point, Zosh is just kind of in shock. Just, yeah, I'm speechless.
There is more I wish to speak, but we're going to save that for next week.
Hey, he rhymed.
Do I get to ask
Hey.
a question before we leave?
Oh, I thought he said he
Oh.
wanted to do yours private.
Okay.
Yes, very much so, Deirdre. You have a private conversation because this is your uncle, and you didn't realize that. But yeah, that is our session tonight. everyone say goodnight if you'd like to.
Yep. Good night, everybody. in the chat.
Everybody who watched.
I do want to give a quick shout out to we had a new member joining us in the chat tonight. Never seen this person before, so quick shout out to who was it? It was Margot Fincho. Thank you for being a new viewer of Sputter Media. We appreciate you. And yeah, I have a good night, y'all. Anybody else have anything to say before we dip out?
Yes,
Have a
I'd like
great
to give
week,
a shout out.
everybody. Oh,
Yeah, go.
Like to give
One at a time, though.
Yeah, to DM Snack King for keeping his very much so counter at 5 tonight. Hey, well done, DM. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love
Clover?
chat. We love Margot.
Somebody wanted to do a shout out though, or no? Deirdre was about to say something real quick, right?
I think Emily. Clover.
Oh, Emily.
oh, yeah. I was just saying, everybody have a great week. Maybe check out Cyberpunk or Cyber Nights on Tuesday if you're interested, and be nice to people. Drink water.
Yep. You'll be able to find most of us on Cyberpunk Tuesdays as well. So hey, yeah.
Excellent. All right, we love you guys. Have a good night.
Yep. Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.